Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, tonight, the catalyst for our video is Texas. There was a situation today and a tragedy occurred, but I want to focus on something else. Of course, that is terrible and it should never happen, and no family should have to go through any of these things. This is a symptom of the heart, not a symptom of a tool. But anyway, enough of that. I want to focus specifically on the leftist gun controllers and how they react to tragedy and how they make political hay out of tragedy, all the while being completely disproven by fact. Fact doesn't matter, it's about emotion. Logic has no place here. It's about the response of what I want because I'm smart and you're dumb, and I'm right and you're wrong. And that's what we're going to hit on because the things that these people said within minutes of situations going down really shows you where their hearts are because they're not based in logic. They're based in what they want and their desires. Let's dive in. It's linked in the description box below, but I want to show you the other side here and how they react to things, okay? Liberal influencers seize on latest situation to push gun control. Activists faulted open carry law that applies only to those 21 and older. The suspect is 18. And that's the important piece. It's not founded in logic. A criminal who is 18 years old did an action and they're blaming something that affects only 21 years old and up. It's kind of akin to someone who is a drunk driver at 18, but they can only legally drink at 21, but then you're blaming the alcohol. It's very similar to that. But let's keep going. I want to hear what you guys think, by the way. A new Texas open carry law, which went into effect on September 1, which the left went crazy on, applies only to those aged 21 and older. Only those 21 and older can legally own a handgun in Texas, and guns are banned from school property except in certain circumstances. So that is two laws that were broken. The laws were already in place, so what would one more do? And that's the big question. So check this out. This is from George Takei, okay, an actor, so therefore definitely one of our betters. My anger goes out to the Texas GOP and their governor who enacted open carry and promote a culture of guns and violence. You're talking about the open carry law where you have to be over 21 and an 18-year-old had this situation going on. Right there, your argument goes out the window. And also, you still have to have background checks completely when you buy any gun in Texas. So what's your point here? Your point is you just don't like the law, and so you're trying to kind of obfuscate what happened and tie it together. Listen to what Shannon Watts said. This is not a small person. This is the founder of Moms Demand Action. Shannon Watts, founder of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America, suggested that Texas lawmakers share blame for the situation. Quote, earlier this year, Texas lawmakers further weakened the state's gun laws by passing permitless carry to allow people to carry hidden, loaded handguns in public with no background check or safety training. First of all, most states in the United States don't require safety training. Some do, some don't. It's up to the state itself. But the background check already took place when you purchased the gun, so what are you worried about? And the criminal in question here was 18, which doesn't even meet the criteria of a 21-year-old to own a gun legally. It doesn't make sense, but that doesn't stop them from jumping right on the bandwagon. And that's really, it's kind of disgusting. The nation's Eli Mistel, who has nearly 300,000 followers on Twitter, claimed that, quote, Texas ended its gun licensing laws, making it immeasurably easier for a person to get access to a gun. It has nothing to do with that at all. They didn't end gun licensing laws. All they did was make it constitutionally carrying a firearm that was guaranteed in the Constitution, and you already had a background check, and you had to be over 21 to own a gun. That sounds like a lot of laws to me. It's not like there's no laws in Texas. But let's keep going. This is the last one. 3,600 gun deaths a year in Texas, but GOP passed law this year allowing you to carry a gun without training or permit. You can still have the gun. So, and this is the part that's so important. They're fixating on the fact that you don't need a permit to carry a gun, but you can still have the gun without a permit, and that's perfectly fine. It doesn't make sense. It's almost like in their minds, or at least what they're arguing here, is that if you had a permit, you would carry a gun. If you didn't have a permit, you wouldn't carry the gun. But you can own the gun and you don't need a permit because nothing bad will happen because you don't have the permit. The permit allows you to be bad. This logic is incredibly circular and it makes no sense and has zero application to the situation today. But that didn't stop them from jumping on the bandwagon, did it? You see where people's hearts truly are and where their motivations lie when things go either their way or against them and when they have power. And in this situation, all of these people perceived that they had power to stand on a bully pulpit, and they did so, even though they had no factual basis to do it. That's what I've got for you guys tonight. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you tomorrow on the bullet points. I'm Braden. See you later.